can do it. Go on then. Whee!
Sometimes the smallest creatures can change your whole world. When I first saw Fig, she looked like a toy. A tiny little ball of fur, no bigger than a hamster. And in that moment, I couldn't have imagined that this little girl would teach me more about joy and resilience than anyone else ever could.
Fig, you know you're not allowed up there.
Fig came into our lives 2 years ago. At the cat protection shelter, they immediately told us, she's special. We came to meet her, and honestly, my heart sank when I held her in my arms. She was skinny, frightened, but in her eyes you could already see that spark, that will to live. Right then and there, we decided she was going to be ours. The shelter asked us to wait another month before taking her home. She needed to grow a little more before she could be spayed. But then they called again. Fig was suspected to have feline dwarfism. None of the local vets had ever seen it before. No one really knew what came next. They asked us to think, do you still want to continue? For us, it wasn't even a question. Of course we did. When she finally moved in, we had to make a lot of changes. With her short little legs, it was hard for her to get around. So we built tiny steps to the sofa and ramps in the garden. Now she has her own proud little route, out into the yard and along the flower bed. And every time she does it, it looks as if she's showing the world, I can.
Come on, you can do it. Go, good girl.
I remember one day watching her climb up a step on her own for the very first time and hop onto the sofa without any help. She sat there, looking over the room like a true champion, and I could barely hold back tears. In that moment, I knew. For her, there are no impossible obstacles.
Oh, you're going straight up, are you? Did you just want an audience whilst you went to the toilet?
And that determination only grew stronger. Now, if Fig sees something new, a box, a bag, even a tall chair, she just has to figure it out. Sometimes it's funny to watch how long she studies a challenge and then finds her own way to conquer it, as if saying, don't underestimate me. Fig does have her unique traits. Her rib cage isn't fully formed, she has no kneecaps, and her joints aren't perfectly aligned. But she doesn't seem to notice any of that. What matters to her is playing, running, and being with us. She has a tunnel in the living room she loves to race through. And every evening when we cook dinner, she comes and sits in the doorway like she's supervising the whole process. And for such a tiny cat, her voice is enormous. Sometimes it feels like there is a little tigress living inside her. If something isn't the way she wants, she makes sure we all know it. We try to let her do as much as possible, and only stop her when it's truly for her own safety. The most amazing part is that Fig turned out to be healthier than anyone expected. Yes, she's special, but she's strong, and she surprises us every day with her energy. We truly believe she has a long life ahead of her. What moves me most is how much she just wants to be a normal cat. She jumps, she plays, she demands attention like any other pet. And there is something incredibly touching about that, because every single step she takes feels like a little victory. Now I can't imagine our home without her. She changed our lives, made them brighter and warmer. Fig has become the true heart of the family. And every day, I am grateful that we once said yes and accepted her exactly as she is. If you like this story about Fig, don't forget to like, Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel to see more touching and inspiring stories.